Welcome, everybody. Welcome to embodying the trust and confidence that your desired manifestation, your desired reality, your desired business it's already here. It is done. It is done. It is done. Huge welcome. My name is Louisa Havers, and I help entrepreneurs and coaches break through their upper limits in life through alignment within, busting through the emotional stickiness, and through aligned business strategies. So thank you so much for joining us live today. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know that you're there. Oh, hello, welcome. Do say where you are tuning in from. I always like to see where everybody's tuning in from, because we have people from all around the world in our community, which is just so wonderful. And if you're watching in Facebook, then please do give StreamYard permission. And that's just so I can see your name, because otherwise it just says Facebook user. So hello, Facebook users. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. So we have somebody tuning in from London, not too far from me. I grew up in London. I love London. Hi, Oksana. So good to see you here. Lovely. And we have somebody from North Wales. So exciting. So a huge welcome, everybody. Last week, we talked about the roadmap to creating a 250k per year coaching business. And we talked about options for 2022. What you're creating for yourself and your business, wherever you're at, whichever level you're at in business. And one thing I do know is we all want to create real freedom. What does real freedom mean for you? It all looks similar, I'm sure, in parts for people. Time freedom, financial freedom, freedom to be able to have the choices to do the things that you want to do. What does freedom mean to you? To have freedom. Has your business created freedom for you? Yet? Let me know in the comments. I want everybody to be able to walk away knowing that you can create anything that you desire. Everything you desire is already here for you. You can truly have it all. You can help more clients have results. That's what it's all about, the coaching industry and the healing industry and therapy, mentoring. Wherever you're helping people with your services, you want to help your clients have more results. That's what we're all in business for. And part of your business's purpose is to be able to generate money so that you're fully supported and you can have the lifestyle that you want as well. So you're able to receive multi-six figures whilst working 20 hours a week. We want to be able to have that time freedom, have balance and harmony. So Oksana saying yes, freedom as in space and ease. Yes. You're working on it. Awesome. This is universal law. Everything is created in the whole. So if you have a desire to create freedom, hi Marika, you just have to call it in by becoming a vibrational match and bringing yourself into resonance with it. So this is where we're focusing on the 5D, the alignment and the manifesting. And then this is key, is having the 3D visual aligned. So the marketing, the business model, having all those pieces of the jigsaw puzzle and you in alignment with how you're operating those to make it inevitable. So when you have the vehicle for the manifestation to be inevitable, your confidence explodes. Just love it. So let's take a moment to connect within and set our intentions for being here today so that you can make sure that you receive what you want to receive. So just invite you to close your eyes. Just draw all of your energy back to you, releasing any thought distractions of the to-do list so that you can be fully present here and now for these moments together. And I just invite you to notice the soul star chakra. So it's about 18 inches above your crown, where your connection with your higher self is where you can feel that connection. It's called your soul star chakra. So set the intention to be fully connected across all levels of your consciousness. So your higher self, your soul, your conscious mind, your subconscious, for your alignment and manifestation. And then just invite you to breathe in grace and love and just let go of all the things that have been creating resistance today. Any niggles, we're just letting them go with the letting go breath. And then from this space, just to consider your intention. What do you want to walk away with from our time together? What was it that drew you in to come onto this live with me? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you're watching the replay, I always like to do a hashtag so I know who's been watching the replay. So use hashtag I've got this. And share your intention with me so I can pop back and say hello to you as well. So we all want to be able to fulfill our mission, the purpose of our business, which is to expand and grow and serve more clients, to have a thriving business. Having a thriving business and being able to do what we're here to do, helping people, it's so fulfilling. That the thriving business is fulfilling. However you do that in your business, whether I know people here who amazing artists in our community, singers in our community, people offering all different types of services and products, which is fantastic. So whatever it is that you do and offer and how you support people and add value to their lives, when you have the more clients you have, the more fulfilling it is because you're making a bigger impact. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you. I love your wisdom. Thank you so much. Facebook user, whoever you are. So yes, if you're just jumping on, I can't see who you are unless you let StreamYard know just what your name is, and then it will give permission so I can say hello. So I know Marika and Oksana are here, and then everybody else, it just says Facebook user. So Marika wants more confidence in herself, trust in life, and clarity of purpose. Yes, 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 yes. The thing is, after our initial growth and success in business, I see a lot of people burn out, and people can start to question if they have that capacity to grow their business to that next level. Does that make sense? Because you know how hard you've worked to get to that first milestone, whatever that milestone may be. And that could be a milestone of 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 50,000 a month, whatever it is. You can reach a point where you're like, have I got the energy to go on? Have I got the capacity to grow my business more? Have I got the capacity to hold more clients? Have I got the capacity to hold more money? Does this make sense? And when we hit that point, the programs that are kicking in are things like, well, to earn more money, I'm going to have to work harder and I'll have less time. So there's going to be some sort of sacrifice, which why would we want to do that then? Or I just haven't got the energy to grow my business because we may have had some ill health before that came off the back of burning out and doing too much work. Has anyone had burnout here? It's horrible. And the subconscious is going to do everything in its power to stop you going through that experience again. Thanks, Lisa. Oksana's here for grounded confidence. Yes, embodied confidence. Sending that and really feeling it in your every essence of your being is magnetic. So here's the thing, if we've got this desire, the soul is calling us to make a bigger impact, yet we've got these programs running along underneath, behind the scenes. Oh no, you're going to have to work harder. You haven't really got the energy. You're going to get really tired and you'll make yourself sick. Or you're going to have less time with your family. You're going to miss out on all these other wonderful things. It's going to create this real push-pull. And of course, we don't want to trade serving more clients with having less time with our family or it having an impact on our health because we're working all the hours. Nobody wants that. So I have a question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not at all, and 10 being I'm 100% confident. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you will hit your business goals? Your clients will have the results that they desire. You'll have the revenue that you desire, and you'll have the balance in your family life for 2022. So let me know in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10. So 1 being not at all, 10 being, yep, I'm 100% confident. So this is about having it all. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so Marika's giving us a 4. Have we got higher or lower from everybody else? Let's see where everybody's at. So I'll just repeat the question again. So how confident are you that you will hit your business goals? Your clients will have the results that they desire. You'll have the revenue that you desire. You'll have balance and harmony in your personal and family life for 2022. Oksana's an 8. Yes. Lisa's a 6. Okie dokie. So you have 4, 6, and 8. And anybody else watching the replay as well, then drop those numbers in the comments below so we can see where you're at. Okie dokie. So what is, excuse me, the gap between the number that you shared and 10, where you're like, yeah, it's done. That number 10 is I've got embodied confidence and self-trust that it's already done. What is the hesitation or resistance? And sometimes it can be a belief leap. This is where it can feel like it's too much of a jump because it's outside of your current identity. And we create everything from our current identity. So is there a belief leap where it just feels like it's impossible? So what is the gap? Because the gap is creating a bigger delay. We want to be able to manage the delay between what we desire and living it as a reality. So what fear-based program or niggle or emotional stickiness is preventing you from fully embodying that certainty and from blooming? So yes, Oksana's saying that the gap is self-trust. Thank you for sharing that, lovely. Self-trust is absolutely, absolutely key. So when you think about where whatever your next level is within your business, are you showing up for your next level like a nervous tulip? Now, bear with me with this example. I've had my gardener around today, which is why it came to me. I adore tulips, and they are the first sign of spring for me in my garden. My garden always plants small tulip bulbs around this time. They lie dormant for the winter, and then they're the first sign of spring for me. I don't know if you have a garden or wherever you are in your part of the world, what is the plant that represents the first sign of spring for you? So these bulbs, they're lying in the hard winter soil, doing all that foundational work. And just as they're about to break through, you start to see them peek out through the soil. And their environment is changing from soil to air. It's unfamiliar. But of course, they don't draw back thinking, oh, this feels unfamiliar. They continue. They have that self-trust and confidence because everything that is needed for that next level is already inside that bulb, meaning that they can thrive there. So that tulip knows that and continues growing. Ah, blossom. I love blossom. Yes. So beautiful. So beautiful. So the tulip continues growing, the environment or the sun, the new warmth coming in, the rain that will be coming in as well at certain times. All of these combine and create the perfect conditions for growth. It's like the tulip's business model. Snowdrops. Yes, love snowdrops as well. So beautiful. Anything that smells gorgeous as well. So here's the thing, we get stuck in these fear-driven stories that prevent us from flowing into periods of growth and creating these amazing and beautiful results that we can create. And it is these fear-based programs that prevent us from whatever level it is, whether it's that first 100K, the first 250K, the first 500K, the first 7 figures, whatever it may be. Every expansion requires an identity upgrade, new paradigms, a new vibrational attraction point. You just need the support, the tools, the access to the resources to change your perspective so you can say goodbye to the entrepreneurial hamster wheel. So like the tulip has everything inside and then has the sun, the warmth, the rain, the soil, all the good things for it to grow. It has everything inside already. Everything that it desired for it to grow was already there. So what I mean by this is we can let go of that. I've got to put loads of effort into my marketing, into the product development, and for it to then not to produce the results that you intended. So you're anywhere that you're out of alignment with how you're operating your business, you can choose to let that go. So whether it's spending hours and hours on sales calls, sometimes up to 90 minutes. So if you do breakthrough calls and sales calls, how many hours are you spending on that a week? I remember I used to do 40 a month at one point when I was doing a webinar to a sales call funnel. It's absolutely exhausting. And the average conversion statistically, internationally, is about 10%. And that is brutal. And after hours of guiding and listening to people and coaching people essentially who say that they want to do it, and then they allow their money blocks to come up. So they're not going to, talk about the hero's journey. They're just not ready to step over that threshold. And so they contract back, even though they booked the call with you, etc. As your skills get better, you can close up to, 20, 30, 40, 50%, of course. But how much time is that? How much time is that taking? I don't do breakthrough calls now, unless I'm jumping on a call and somebody is basically a yes, but they've just got a couple of questions to answer. want to honor my time, I want to honor their time, so that I can focus my time with my clients that I'm working with. Or who's worked months on their webinar or months on their 5-day masterclass only to have it produce a fraction of their results? And the thing is, all this focus is on the bit before you actually get to do the stuff that you really want to do, which is working with your clients or creating your art or sharing your talk, doing the thing. It's like you become the marketing director in your business. It's like it can become a full-time second job, unless you are aligned with what you're doing and create the right conditions and systems in place so that it becomes easier, so that you let go of that feeling of pushing that hamster wheel round, doubting if you're going to get that breakthrough, doubting if you're going to make through to that next level. Does that make sense? Because the thing is here is, what is the impact of that on your self-confidence and trust? So we'd love to know. So have you had like run a system a couple of times and it's not worked as you had hoped? What was the impact of that on your self-confidence and trust in knowing that you are going to create the reality that you desire? And then the flip side of that is, what would happen if you did sign up 10 new clients this afternoon, or you had 10 commissions for a new product or a painting? Is your environment, is your structure in place? You can work with them all, stay focused in your zone of genius whilst working 20 to 30 hours a week, not working all the hours. Would you be able to stay in alignment rather than, oh my God, this is a nightmare, I've had to work all the hours to get everything done, which then can create contraction because you feel overwhelmed and your capacity feels full, which then creates that roller coaster in your income. Does that make sense? The reason I just wanted to speak to this for a moment is because the fear of burnout is the biggest contraction I see for entrepreneurs and coaches who are growing to multi-six figures and beyond. And because our subconscious is putting on all the previous evidence and illusions to try and keep us safe, it's not going to want us to be bravely stepping forward if there's an underlying fear of having to do more work to have more money. It's going to contract back. So the question I always invite my clients to consider is, how can it be easy? How can I be supported? How can I free up where I'm spending my time so I can trust myself, and that the activities that I'm taking to grow my business that I can have that faith and certainty in my results? Yeah, so Lisa's saying, my last masterclass 3 months ago, and you produced one client. Yeah, that must have felt really tough. So it's knowing, okay, so with the system, where is it that what's out of alignment, what needs tweaking, where are your skills needing developing so that you can increase the results that you are getting. But congratulations on welcoming in your new client. That's brilliant. But I'm sure you wanted to welcome in some more, because they do take a lot of work. I've got mine on rinse and repeat now, so they're really, really easy for me to do, and I know exactly what's going to happen when a certain numbers of people come in, etc. Gives you that sense of certainty and confidence. It's just phenomenal. So depending on where you are on your journey, you will face different learning curves along the way. So in getting started to creating momentum, that phase I was talking about, going up to the 100K in revenue, this can feel overwhelming because you're learning so much, tuning into all the free resources because you don't know what you don't know yet. At the same time, it's exciting and scary. But of course, that phase, you're doing everything. You're learning about your ideal client. You're getting to understand the language that they use. You're learning about systems and websites and creating your services and your programs. And then every penny is reinvested back into the company as you're learning more and investing in your first programs as you're beginning to learn about, alignment and business and starting to bring in more support. Yes. Alexander saying, I don't do free masterclasses or workshops exactly because of that fear. So yes, it's a fear. So we've got to get the alignment piece right and the structures in place that are going to convert. I've seen masterclasses done very, very badly and they don't convert. I've seen ones that need some little tweakings along the way and then they will convert, and you'll be working with your ideal clients. And this is something that we teach in the Infinite Prosperity Collective, where my clients have results like 20K months and 50K launches and things like that. I had more clients from another place that I had no idea where. It wasn't from the masterclass this time. In my masterclass, I'm feeling different, feeling more aligned, not so stressed or attached to outcomes. Awesome. Absolutely. Just show up and serve and be yourself. Building relationships, that's what it's all about. And if you're running a masterclass for the first time, is to come at it from a place of being curious, to see, okay, let's be unattached to the outcome. We're there to serve. The priority is that everybody has an amazing time and gets epic results. And then for those that are ready, you invite them to kind of step into a container and work with you. And for those that aren't quite ready yet, we love them anyway, that they may come back when they're ready, or they may hesitate. And often the amount of clients that I've had that they've said, I wish I'd started sooner, but they were on that the threshold. They were stepping over and pulling back and dealing with their own inner fears and hesitations around that before they could go, yep, I'm in. I'm in. And that moment when you say I'm in, I always feel so excited. And I know that hesitation beforehand, before you step in. I get it myself too. So I completely get it. And the thing is, when you're hitting that first 100K milestone, it can feel really hard. People can feel exhausted. And so it's so important to manage natural rhythms, to have balance and harmony in your life, and to enjoy it. And being in the energy of curiosity. Let's try it. Let's see what works. And the key mistake that I see here is people focusing on the wrong stuff. And the most important thing that you can do at any stage in business is building relationships, talking to people, networking, seeing how you can help people, who you can introduce to who, inviting people to work with you over and over and over again. And of course, as you're in that creation phase, everything that you're learning, all of this informs your brand development, your messaging, your content. Yes, Oksana! I was so excited for you, lovely. This is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So Oksana is ready to join my world in 2022. Yes. Let's make a huge ripple effect of raising consciousness across the planet, reaching more people, serving more people. That's what it's all about. And then you have the 6 figures to the 250K figures, where you're profitable and your time is taken up by different aspects within your business. And this is where you need to get more foundations in place. You can grow forward, and you build a team around you to have more support so you can serve more clients. Really focus on the things you love doing. And here's the thing that not many people talk about, but for a period of time, your costs will go up before your income goes up around this phase. It's a huge milestone to achieve. So a huge congratulations to someone who is on that at that point. The thing is, it can feel like some people can feel like it's a step back before you fell forward, but know that the breakthrough is on the other side, because this is just part of the creation and then growing a sustainable business, because your time is taken up with delivery. What will happen is you'll start to notice places where perhaps you need to increase a team member's hours. You need to refocus what you're spending your time on, because otherwise you become the bottleneck, or another team member becomes the bottleneck. So that's your clue to review things and to expand. It's really key to get the foundations in place so that you have the structures there for the sustainable growth. You think of the gardening analogy, there'll be some tulips in the garden that are going to thrive because they've got all the right conditions around them. And some of them that might be perhaps in the shadier part of the garden. We've got a massive sycamore tree, and the tulips don't do quite so well if they're planted too close to that tree. Does that make sense? So you want your business model and your vehicle to make your manifestations inevitable, for you to have that growth. Really key. Does this make sense? So you need both the 5D alignment, your human Wi-Fi, your consciousness being a vibrational match to that which you desire, and the 3D business model and the marketing in place. So this is your solution, everything created in the now moment, so that the manifestation is inevitable. And when you have both, you really fully embody, I can create anything that I desire. Everything is already here for me. You really can. You fully embody it, like you know it at your core. Does that make sense? And being able to lead your business from that space means that you're able to manifest so much more quickly, because you know that everything that you desire is already here for you, because you've already created it, because everything is created in the whole. So we're embodied in our self-trust and confidence, and we can truly allow the balance and harmony in our personal life, so that we have the health, the relationships, the time, the precious, precious time with the loved ones that we love. And energy alignment and finding peers is so key to eliminating the anxiety that comes with growing a business and avoiding making the wrong decisions whilst you're creating that sustainable growth. So I highly recommend joining a mastermind group. Even if you don't choose our Infinite Prosperity Collective, please make sure you find one that fits your needs. If you are serious about making a bigger impact and serving more clients, it's so key, because you see others around you having their success, you see your future steps in the now moment, and you learn from others, their journeys, their areas of development, and you can truly see that what you desire is here now, it's already done, and that your self-trust and confidence just gets stronger and stronger, and of course that strengthens your vibrational alignment with the reality that you're creating. So I'd love to hear, what are your light bulbs as you're reflecting on this? What's landing for you? What is your takeaway? Any reflections? And what can you do, what action can you take to raise that number when you were doing the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of how confident you are going to have the results that you desire for 2022 in all aspects of your life? So no sacrifices. What action can you take so you can close that gap? And for those of you that would like my help and mentoring and guidance so you can make your 2022 the year that you do have it all, then do reach out to me and ask for an invitation to the Infinite Prosperity Collective. I've got some initial information on my website. Our goal is to calibrate you to making a bigger impact, helping more clients to have the results that change their life whilst you're receiving multi-six figures, working 20 hours a week with balance and harmony in all areas of your life. So I'll pop the link below here for you, so you can take a look at the website. I'll pop it in the comments there for you shortly. And we have got special 2021 savings and bonuses, and just to give you a heads up that the investment will be increasing for 2022. And I know that everyone is thinking about how they're supporting themselves for next year, so just invite you to have a read through my client stories and then reach out for an invitation letter when you're ready. And I've just got a couple of questions for you at the bottom of the overview page. This just helps me to make sure that you can easily create your quantum leap in your business during the program. And if I know that I can help you, then we'll send over the invitation. So just message me there. We'll get the invitation over to you. And then I'll just ask you to let me know after you've had a read through if you're in, out, or if you've got a question. And I just offer some extra special bonuses that are time sensitive. And that's just to keep the registration process flowing, making sure that there's no energy leaks and that your energy is flowing. Really, really key. So thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you to everyone who's caught up on the replay as well. Please do hashtag I've got this. Any questions, post them below this comments. I'll keep my eye out today and tomorrow and circle back and answer any questions. And remember, everything you desire is already here. You can create anything that you desire with your alignment and embodiment of self-trust and confidence. Sending you lots and lots of love. Take care.